Hi, students. Today I'm going to be helping you understand the concept of steps and skips, also known as seconds and thirds, but also the difference between half steps and whole steps. They're very similar, but just a little different. So steps and skips, which are also known as seconds and thirds, but then also half steps and whole steps. Really easy once you get it. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to share a picture of a piano keyboard for you to look at. Okay, so think of steps and skips or seconds and thirds as the white keys on the piano only. So forget about the black keys. When you're asked about steps and skips, or when you're asked about seconds and thirds, no black keys. Okay, so if we start here where the heart is, we just start taking steps on the piano. We're stepping by hearts. Those are steps, stepping by hearts. I'm going to take away my hearts. If we start there now, and now I'm going to skip by hearts. Those are skips, okay? So white keys only, steps and skips. I'm going to start somewhere else on the piano keyboard, and this time I'm going to use stars. Okay, so now I'm going to step by stars. So you just step to the next one, step to the next one, step to the next one. Those are steps or seconds. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2. Those are steps by stars. White keys only when you're doing steps. Now here's skips on the piano keyboard. Skips, white keys only. Okay, so steps and skips. Let me take those away, and I'm going to even write up here for you. Let's see, use a color that'll stand out. Steps. Those are also known as seconds. And skips, they're also known as thirds. Okay, so now let me show you how to do those on the staff paper. Skips are easy, so we're going to start with skips. Skips are always a space to a space. I just did a red one. I'm going to do a blue one. A space to a space. Now I'm going to do a green one, and I'm going to skip down. A space to a space. See those skips? Those are all space to a space. Now I'm going to take those away, and I'm going to do some line skips. Skips can also go line to a line. You have to go to the very next line. Line to a line. Now watch me do another skip. I'm going to skip down, line to a line. Well, that one wasn't the best because I wasn't in the center of the line. Now I'm going to do another skip down. I'm going to start up on line 5, line to a line. Those are skips, okay? Watch my flashlight. You can count 1, 2, 3. A third, a skip. Okay, I'm going to start on the note. 1, 2, 3. That's a third. It's a skip. Okay, I'm going to start on the note. 1, 2, 3. It's a third. It's a skip. Okay, so let me get rid of my notes. Now I'm going to show you seconds. Seconds go from a line to a space or from a space to a line. Always the very next one. If I start here, then I have to step to the very next line. Do you see? I started on a space, so I have to go to the very next line. If I start on a line, then I have to go to the very next space. That's a second or a step. I'm stepping to the very next note. Steps, very next note, a second. Let me do another one on the staff for you. A second. Okay, I'm going to start, I guess on a line. I'm starting on line 3. And I think this time I'll step down. That means I started on line 3, so I have to go down to the very next space. Why don't you practice drawing some steps and some skips? Okay, that's steps and skips. Now, I'm going to show you the next concept, the next thing to think about. It's different from steps and skips. Remember, steps and skips is all white keys. The next thing I'm going to show you is half steps and whole steps. That's different. Half steps and whole steps use black keys. Okay, I'm only going to show you half steps in this video. Watch my hearts. Okay, now I'm going to start on this note and I'm going to go to the very next note, including black keys. Half step up, next note. 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 Piano has black keys and white keys, but flutes don't. Trumpets don't. Trombones don't. Pianos, we can see it. The very next key, black or white. Sometimes we have 2 white keys in a row. Do you see them? There are 2 places on the piano where half steps are 2 white keys. I'm moving my hearts by half steps. Do you see it? Now I'm going to take my half steps away by half step. Half step down, 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 down. Do you see half steps? Okay, I'm going to stop this video and you watch this again. Remember, steps and skips are only white keys. We step to the very next note on the piano, and that's called a step or a second. 1, 2. 1, 2, the very next note. And on the staff are 5 lines and 4 spaces. A step is a line to a space or a space to a line and the very next one. Now skips, we skip over a note on the piano. We play a note and then skip a note, up or down. And then on the staff, skips are either space to space or line to line. Can you practice that? Watch this video again and look for steps and skips in your music. And then remember the other concept, half steps, it's different. Half steps is the very next key. Half steps uses black keys. Half steps is the very next note on your piano. Did you discover which 2 white notes make a half step? There's 2 places on your piano. Chat me in Tonera if you found it. And I'll see you later at your lesson. I hope that you had fun watching this video, and I hope that you had fun learning about steps, also known as seconds, skips, also known as thirds, and then starting to learn about half steps. Bye for now.